こんにちは、モノリスソフトの高橋です。PAX プライム2015ゼノブレイドクロニクル X パネルに来ていただいてありがとうございます。本日は NA の皆さんから北米版のスペシャルエディションパッケージの内容や開発中のコンセプトアートの紹介などもありますので、ぜひ楽しんでいってください。
Thank you, Mr. Takahashi. So, as he mentioned, today we're going to be talking about a lot of
even in the Japanese, the book that came with the special edition, or in any of the promotion that's happened
really
so far.
Weird, right? Alien civilization structures looming in the background.
This actually, this image could have been a really cool box art. You know, even it really encapsulates a lot about.
There will be a matted art card that comes in the game of this image, and it'll give you a chance to really explore some of the details in there. You can even see the different class. As you imagine, a city. Here's an early image of this in development, but it represents the habitat section of a very large ship, which was one of the last to leave Earth before its destruction. Is an image of that ship crashing into the uncharted planet Mira. The large hole that you can see on the right, kind of in the middle, is where the habitat section would have New Los Angeles, NLA, once it has landed on the surface of planet Mira. Here you see it listing a bit to the side. It's in the water, partially submerged. Something that I like to pull out of this image is all of the ductwork and sort of exposed. So it has a very tenacious hold on survival here on this strange new planet. And I love the image on the left. I wanted to show you. This is kind of a small thing, but it helps understand the different scales of the city, because you have people who are piloting these mechs, these skells, and driving around as well Lifehold units. So the White Whale is an arc ship in the sense that it carries the survivors, the last remnants of humanity. USB soundtrack.
And it lights up, right?
Yes, it does light up.
That's not just Photoshop. It actually does light up like that.
So this is a render, but I have seen some early images of prototypes coming out of the factory, and there's a lot of detail on this metal casing for the housing.
It looks nice.
These are the Rothians. As you can see, they have a lot of these honorable warrior ideals, and a lot of times have lined up with sort of a samurai inspiration for the designers. A conical shape, sort of like the jingasa is a traditional Japanese feudal military helmet that is often like a lacquered wood or a metal. In the city of New Los Angeles, and create things for you. And this is a concept art for armor that could be worn by the playable characters. Male kimono with a couple of different pieces of armor attached to the outside of it, but it still does have a feline nature with the ears that kind of fly out from the face. This is a Rothian skell. Which again, you'll see the conical helmet is going back to that jingasa shape, and I also learned from the designers that they were going for kind of a cast iron black color on this, which is associated with one of the crafts from Iwate Prefecture in Japan. So they have very specific references for each of these designs. Let's take a look at.
Who doesn't like that?
Let's take a look at how Rothians are in the game with some more soundtrack. This is an insectoid alien species who are highly intelligent. They're very good at working with machinery for playable characters.
And I just want to point out, this is my favorite design in the game. I didn't get a chance to show anybody.
It's so insectoid in appearance, it looks like it could actually be an insect body part that was removed and used as a blade.
Yeah, like
it's alright, because a better picture we can find. Just like our dreams, they've gotta be free. So anyway, let's move on.
Add another character. This one is named L.
It's not a typo. That is a character's name. It is short for something, though. Does anybody want to take a stab at? Does not look like this in the final game.
Yeah, we want to set that straight there.
So in this concept art, you can see he has kind of a wooden or heavy they want the clothing to be. So this is a light through heavy series of 4 possibilities, and you can imagine that for a nomadic hermit character, probably lighter. And you can see in the image on the left that there are horns coming out from the top of the head, but they kind of point down and they sort of blend into the hair features, whereas on the right. Next, we're going
Wrong
to take
series.
a look at a character called Celica. And one of the reasons that I wanted to introduce this character is because they started to play around with another range of possibilities. And I love this slide. Just the idea that they would have gone into such fine some age iteration as well. So you see in the middle there a 10-year-old version, on the far right a 20-year-old version, as well as a couple of different costume concepts, both a crew uniform. Rock is another interesting character in terms of rocky character, and some of the extremities like the tail and the finger, and especially the horn on top of the head, have kind of a one of the main hostile groups of aliens you'll encounter in the game. And as you can see from their skull design, it has sort of this sinister deep-sea creature look. You guys, another concept. This is a robot-powered skull.
So there's
large boss that you will encounter. You can see from the skyscrapers on the left the sense of scale they were trying to convey here.
crazy, like, yeah.
One of the other concepts here was to have weapons arrayed around the entire circumference of the saucer, images. So that shows exactly how the skull will articulate out
I love
of
how he
the
pops
saucer
up. He's
body.
like, hey, what's up?
Yeah. The Jack in the Box. Will be included in the art book that accompanies our special edition, and it's going to be a large format. It's 11 by 7.75. The one thing that I guess we haven't touched on just yet is that the game pack itself will have reversible cover art. So if you want to match the art of the special edition box on the game pack itself, you can do